Welcome to the Yerba Power Podcast, where we share the power of Yerba Mate with the world. I'm Devin, your host of the Yerba Power Podcast, and welcome. Glad you're here. I want to do a special episode today. Happy Halloween, you guys listening. I'm doing this, recording this video, as a Zoom call to put on YouTube as a video, while also recording the podcast episode. So basically 2 in 1, be able to have a visual with audio. So you guys listening, there's a visual on YouTube as well. So comment, subscribe, all that good stuff to check out the Yerba Mate Power channel on YouTube. So let's get started. Today, I want to talk about athletic performance with Yerba Mate and why. Well, let me give you a backstory. So this weekend for my 36th birthday, which was Sunday, I ran 3 miles every 3 hours for 36 hours as a way to celebrate my 36th birthday, but also I'm doing a fundraiser for an organization called 30 for Freedom, which let me just share my screen so you can see what I'm talking about. So here you go. So there's an organization called 30 for Freedom, which basically started as a guy named Brent that he ran 30 miles with 30 of his friends for his 30th birthday to raise $30,000 to end human trafficking in our lifetime. So child human trafficking, sex trafficking, all those negative and evil things. And if you've seen the movie Sound of Freedom as well, it's kind of along those lines as far as doing a cause to end that. So anyways, there's a little bit about me and what I did and the organization and stuff here. If you want to check out, I'll put the links and stuff in the show notes. But that's why I ran over the weekend and all those miles and everything, and why Yerba Mate, in athletic performance is interesting to me, or why I wanted to talk about that is because there's some studies that I found, or at least I found an article. But me personally, as a runner that's ran a couple marathons and even an ultra marathon, a 2, which means beyond the regular marathon, even more miles, that Yerba Mate can help athletic performance. So I want to see, I'm not a science, I'm not a doctor, but as someone that has experienced it, used it, I guess you could say, and observed how it makes me feel, how it's helped me, I can talk about it from personal experiences. So sharing my personal experience of how, Yerba Mate has helped my athletic performance per se. And let me share my screen with you one more time to go over this article with you guys, so if you guys are following along. And before that, I want to give a huge shout out to Yerba Crew, because this episode is brought to you by Yerba Crew, their official sponsor of the Yerba Power Podcast. And I want to show you some of the cool things that they have that are new, what I've got, and some cool new things that just came out. So this is what I have, this Condor Black Mate Gourd bundle that comes with the bombilla and the pipe cleaner and some Anna Park Yerba, which is my number one favorite right now. I've also tried La Merced. I've done a review on that as well. And Playerito. Playerito would be one I'd recommend for beginners. Cruz de Mata is another highly recommended beginner one, which I've drank but haven't done a review on, which is going to change because I just picked up some more, so I'll do a review on that soon. Anyways, these are the yerbas that they have, and I have this also, Iguazu Blue ceramic mate, which is really nice, and I like it because, well, the colors and the shape, it looks really cool, but also reminiscent of Iguazu Falls, which is a big waterfalls in on the border of Brazil, Paraguay, and Argentina that I haven't been to yet, but that's my dream. My wife's been, so brags about it all the time, and I'm jealous and I want to go see it. So, so here's the cool new things though. So not only is the black Condor, ceramic, I'm not sorry, ceramic, metal stainless steel mate out there, but now they have a glacier white, which the white really pops. So that's a pretty cool one. You can actually get a combo. So they got a little sale going on. And the really cool one, let me show you this other wooden one. Just do this go all gourds. This one, there we go. The Estancia Imperial, a wooden yerba mate. So a wooden mate. So not made out of traditional calabash, which is good because it's not as more sturdy, not as breakable, I guess you could say. Still needs to be cured, but it has this lovely metal top right there and the imperial shape, which is kind of that form of the mate. Very beautiful new gourd that just came out. And what I hear are some thermoses that have just came out, which, here we go. Thermoses that I have not seen until now, but they have a 18 ounce and a 32 ounce thermos available on the website. And for you guys listening, Yerba Power podcast listeners get 20% off with code POWERPOD20. So you can go to yerbacrew.com, put in POWERPOD20 at checkout, and 20% off. I'll also put a link in the show notes and comments for a link that goes directly to the website and automatically applies the discount code for you. But POWERPOD20 gets you 20% off your first order. yerbacrew.com, POWERPOD20. Thanks, Yerba Crew, for all you do for your passion in yerba mate and believing in us in the Power Podcast. And just sharing all the great things that you guys are doing. So love it. Now, on to the science. So this is the article I found, Runner's World, which is a magazine and an online magazine. Also, they got print and e-media, I guess, different running, training programs and different shoes and reviews and all that kind of stuff to deal with the runners and all the things about running. But they have an article about yerba mate benefits, which I found interesting, and I'm just going to go over it and my own little comments and stuff as well. So, is yerba mate beneficial for runners or people doing workout exercises? So let's dig into that. So yerba mate, what is it exactly, right? It's a herbal tea made from dried leaves and twigs from the evergreen Ilex paraguayensis plant. So not like tea. It comes off a tree. Traditionally drink in a gourd like so, and bombilla, which is this straw that has a filter on it so you don't drink the leaves. And I guess the first thing is caffeine, right? Caffeine automatically gives you energy and, pep in the step to be able to do the exercise, right? So that's the obvious, I think, thing. But there's two other stimulants, contains theophylline and theobromine. So I have to do a little more research on theophylline, but theobromine is in cacao or in chocolate, which is kind of the euphoric feeling that you get from yerba mate. But both help you to kind of clarity and alertness as well. And I guess from my own personal experience, I did drink yerba mate at the beginning, kind of when I was running my races and stuff, or my laps and stuff, and definitely helps, get you kind of ready to go. It obviously, the caffeine and stuff gets you better, blood circulation and things. So kind of you feel a little more motivated, I guess, but also, it does kind of make you feel a little more happier, positive, or really ready to go, and kind of the energy, a good vibe, I guess, to make me want to go run, I guess. And especially during the end of the day, end of the night, lot of running, and towards the end where I didn't really want to go back out there, especially 9 o'clock at night. And I did drink a little bit of Clean Cause there, the canned yerba mate that has mint and honey, that they sent me some of their samples, and took a couple chugs of that to give me some energy, because they have 160 milligrams in their drinks. So definitely helped turn the ship around and help me get back out there and how do I say, capitalize, I guess, some of the energy, But they did do an investigation in the Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise, reported that trained male cyclists who took 5 grams of capsulated yerba mate for 5 days, and then the same amount again 1 hour before exercise trials, burned more fat during exercise and had improved time trial performance versus the placebo that was consumed. So, a couple caveats. One is that they took it capsulated. So it even says it later in the article that, let's see how the research would be with the same benefits for brewing tea, in other words, drinking it traditional way. And 2, 5 gram capsulates and burn more fat. How much more fat, we don't know. I tried to look in it, but the article links just to another different article that's not related. But, so just saying, I'm not a doctor, don't play one on the internet, but how much fat was actually burned, we don't know. But also says improved athletic performance by conserving carbohydrate stores, which those that maybe don't run or bike or whatever, that when you're doing that aerobic exercises, your body burns carbohydrates for energy, for fuel. Therefore, if you have more carbohydrates in your body, then you'll have more kind of fuel and energy to go. So therefore, conserving the carbohydrate stores in your body for your muscles to be able to work is important. Now, how much did that Yerba Mate affect that? We don't know, like I said, on there. So something obviously that research needs to be done, and hopefully this sheds some light onto it, and this podcast gets heard throughout the world, in the athletic world, especially in the runners world, and in that area, and that there are some more research into this, because it's definitely good benefits to look into. Now, Yerba Mate leaves are brewed, release antioxidants, which, vitamins and stuff that help limit, lower stress and inflammation in the body, which is obviously important for running and for any kind of exercise. So the muscles being less inflamed and less stressed, therefore more relaxed, more able to do the exercise. Additionally, in one 40-day investigation, participants who drank a little over a cup of Yerba Mate each day lowered their LDL bad cholesterol and raised their HDL good cholesterol. How much, we don't know, but it's not bad. There are a few essential minerals, including magnesium, iron, zinc, and copper. But yeah, that you would have to probably drink a ton of Yerba Mate to really get those benefits. So with all that being said, that's the article. But my own experience is that I definitely feel more energetic, more, I guess, happy. I guess you could say more positive, maybe to do with the dopamine and feeling more euphoric or whatever. So that's my own experience of running and using Yerba Mate. But I would love to hear those that either bike or run or do any kind of workout. If you could let me know on Instagram at Yerba Mate Power and message me and let me know kind of your experience. I'd love to hear from you and invite you on the show and tell about your experience, because, all in all, there's scientific studies, but, how does it really affect you, because each person's different, right? Now, also with that being said, if you're watching this video on YouTube, thank you for the support. Like and comment, subscribe, and let me know. Help me to get this out message more into the world. Those that are listening on the podcast right now as well, in the show notes, I'll put all the links and everything for you guys. Thank you, Yerba Crew, once again for sponsoring the podcast, believing in us. Check them out at yerbacrew.com, PowerPod20 for your 20% off. And until next time, stay healthy, my friends.